Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam Burke from BangTheBook.com coming to you with our Friday Football Frenzy video. Not a whole lot to talk about here. We got the Pro Bowl this weekend and the Senior Bowl, but we're looking ahead to Super Bowl 53. I'll give you some strategies and some things to help you with your handicapping of the big game. Over at BangTheBook.com, Kyle Hunter's daily college basketball piece is a must-read with his picks. A lot of great information in there as well. Parker Michaels getting a nice little break here with the NHL All-Star break, but we've got NBA, college basketball, golf, esports, soccer previews, lots of good stuff going on over at the website, so make sure you head on over and check that out. If you missed today's edition of Bang the Book Radio, or any editions of Bang the Book Radio for this week, you can find the segments right here on our YouTube page. You can also find us on Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, you name it, you can find Bang the Book Radio there. All right, let's take a look at Super Bowl 53. Not really a whole lot to update right now. Patriots minus 2.5, total of 57. That's about it. That's where we were earlier in the week. That's where we still are now. Limits will increase next week, but right now we just have a lot of people organizing their thoughts for the prop betting market. I'm going to tell you how to do some of that here in a couple of seconds, but when it comes to the side for this game, again, Patriots still 2.5. Got to think we're going to 3. If you listen to today's edition of the Odds Report on Bang the Book Radio, that certainly seems to be the expectation for a lot of risk managers out there that we probably will go to 3 on this game. If you like New England, may want to grab them now. If you like the Rams, I would certainly wait on that. But a lot of people talking about the prop market, and the prop market is where I think the money is made with the Super Bowl. A couple of key points I want to bring up here on today's Friday Football Frenzy video. The first is, if you like the Patriots, or if you like the Rams, keep in mind how this game is going to go if that team has a lead. So, for example, if you like the Patriots minus 2.5, maybe you want to look at Sony Michel overs, or Rex Burkhead overs, maybe James White overs. Because if the Patriots have a lead, what have we seen them do in the playoffs here so far? They've taken a lot of time off the clock. So, maybe Tom Brady doesn't go off. Maybe Tom Brady's not throwing the ball vertical, but they're running the ball. They're doing short, very high percentage passes to the running backs. Maybe Sony Michel receptions over comes into play at that point if you like New England. If you like the Rams, well, given the state of their running game here, with Todd Gurley not 100%, with C.J. Anderson a great story, but a guy who 5-6 weeks ago was out on the street, not playing for an NFL team, gotta think Jared Goff has a big day, right? So if you like the Rams, maybe Jared Goff passing yards over. If you like the Patriots, Jared Goff passing yards over, because the Rams have to play catch-up in the second half. So keep in mind here that you want to pay close attention to game flow. If you like a side, figure out why you like that side, and then you want to make your prop bets accordingly. Again, if you think the Patriots are going to blow this game out, is Tom Brady going to do a whole lot in the second half? Probably not. If you think the Rams are going to be very competitive here, maybe the Patriots have to use Tom Brady. So you want to be looking at the matchups, of course, who's defending who, how things stack up in the offensive and defensive lines, but you also want to be considering, if I like one side, why do I like this side? And if I like that side, do I want to double down and play a bunch of props? For example, you like the Patriots minus 2.5. Maybe a built-in hedge is Jared Goff to win the MVP at plus 200, plus 250. Shop around for the best price out there, but maybe that's a built-in hedge for you. Because if the Rams are going to win this game, you've got to think Jared Goff plays really, really well, or at least has stats worthy enough of winning the MVP. Again, keep in mind, the last non-quarterback offensive MVP was Santonio Holmes in 2009, Super Bowl 43. So, James White, Sony Michel, Rob Gronkowski, Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, Todd Gurley, C.J. Anderson, the odds are very long for them to win the MVP. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the MVP prop. History, in a sense, does kind of repeat itself a little bit here in the Super Bowl. Maybe you're looking at first quarter scoring. Patriots, in their 8 Super Bowls with Brady and Belichick, have scored 3 first quarter points. And those came last year. So that also factors into the prop market. How have these teams done in the red zone? Well, if they've done well in the red zone, offensively or defensively, and this is just a general talking point here, maybe you look for, under field goals or under longest field goal or something like that. You want to look at all of the stats and look at the correlation to the prop bets that are out there. Don't go overboard just because it's the Super Bowl. keep a responsible bankroll. Decide going into the game, you know what? I want 30% of my bankroll and play in the Super Bowl. How are you going to spread that out? Are you going to make a 5% play on the side or the total? Well, you got 25% left for prop bets. Decide which prop bets you like the most, wager the most on those, and then take some shots with some of the exotics and some of the fun props and the entertainment props and things of that sort. But set yourself a defined limit of how much you want to play on the Super Bowl, and then start putting your bets in there. Put the pieces of the puzzle together. Don't go overboard because it's the last NFL game of the year. You got March Madness coming up in about 6 weeks' time. You don't want to have to reload your account for March Madness because you put 70 or 80% of your bankroll in play for the Super Bowl. So, again, a lot of things to consider. Very overwhelming here, but you've got plenty of time to figure this stuff out with the game still more than a week away. So, be organized. Don't dive in. Don't spread a bunch of bets around just because you see lines open. Write stuff down. Put together a spreadsheet. Stay organized because it's really all you can do. With 800, 900, 1,000 prop bets out there, you may miss out on something if you're not organized. So that's my biggest, most important thing I can tell you here on this Friday Football Frenzy video. Take this weekend, look through the outs that you have, find the prop bets that you like, list the best prices, shop around for those, and then put all of your plays in for the Super Bowl because you've got a lot of time to do it before that game actually kicks off. Again, have fun with the Super Bowl. Have fun with breaking all this stuff down. We'll give you some prop suggestions next week at BangTheBook.com. But for now, no rush to do anything. Be organized, be smart, adhere to proper bankroll management, and then you're going to have a lot more fun with Super Bowl 53. I'm Adam Burke from BangTheBook.com.